What's up guys, it's Tommy here and welcome to a video where we will have a major update, a huge update on Mo Salah's contract situation, because he came out with a bombshell interview which he did after he scored the equalizing and the winning goal against Southampton, saying that Liverpool haven't offered me a new contract yet to stay. So at the moment Mo Salah feels that he is more likely to leave Liverpool than to stay, and Liverpool haven't made any formal offers to Mo Salah, which I think is still an absolute disgrace, because FSG, Michael Edwards and the whole Liverpool hierarchy had one job in the summer and autumn months, and that is to extend the contracts of Trent Alexander-Arnold, Virgil van Dijk and Mo Salah. Liverpool made a £50 million profit on players in the summer, and that is an absolute disgrace that no formal offers were to Mo Salah. But we will dive deep into what exactly is going on, because now major journalists have come out to explain the situation, because there have been verbal offers made to Mo Salah and his agent, but so far the negotiations are quite far apart, and the main stumbling block is the length of the contract, not necessarily the wages on offer. So let me know how does this make you feel. Let me know in the comments below, and leave a like on this video if you enjoy these, and subscribe if you're new around here, because I post daily updates around Liverpool FC. I've been a fan for more than 20 years, so turn on the bell notification if you never want to miss the latest updates around Liverpool FC. And various other journalists and news outlets are reporting this, as you can see on the screen. And Paul Gorst shared the interview with Mo Salah, and this is exactly what Salah said. Well, we are almost in December and I haven't received any offers yet to stay in the club, so I'm probably more out than in. You know, I've been in the club for many years. There is no club like this, but in the end it is not in my hands. As I said before, it is December and I haven't received anything yet about my future. I love the fans love me. In the end it is not in my hands or in the fans' hands. Let's wait and see. Of course, no offer is disappointing. Yeah, when Mo Salah was asked, is he disappointed that there has been no offer, and he said definitely yes, it's disappointing. I'm not going to retire soon, so I'm just playing, focusing on the season. I'm trying to win the Premier League and hopefully the Champions League as well. I'm disappointed, but we will see. I'm very professional. Everybody can see my work ethic. I'm just trying to enjoy my football, and I will play at the top level for as long as possible. I'm just doing my best, because this is who I am. I try to give it all for myself and for the club, and we will see what happens next. So this is a clear tactic by Mo Salah to put pressure on the football club, on Michael Edwards, on Richard Hughes, the new sporting director, because they clearly are failing at their job so far. They only signed one player, Federico Chiesa, in the summer, which isn't enough. And Arne is doing an absolute miracle. Arne doesn't need this distraction during a very, very encouraging title challenge so far. That 3 of your best players are out of contract in a little bit over 6 months' time. And all 3 of them can agree a new contract with another club in like 5 or 6 weeks' time. So Arne doesn't need this distraction, definitely. And there is no scenario where Liverpool benefit from letting Mo Salah go on a free transfer. He is literally the best player in the world right now, and you just have to watch him to understand what a magical player he is. He is an absolute artist, a magician on the football pitch, and he is also scoring and assisting like 67% of Liverpool goals, which is very concerning, because Salah hits a cold spell, then Liverpool might struggle for goals. So let's hear what Melissa Reddy, another very established journalist who has a soft spot for Liverpool, of course, and she's working for Sky Sports now, said about Mo Salah. Mohamed Salah cannot be replaced in the algorithm. There is no younger version of him. He is him, all capital letters. What he has done and continues to do can't be filtered down to a shot map, goal contributions or such. His availability, his appetite to better himself, to challenge himself, his physical conditioning and mental fortitude. What would all of that cost in the market? This is not sentiment, it's reality. Liverpool rely on Salah. He is their banker. He remains the reference point. Liverpool have to be financially savvy, yes, consider future squad planning and the age profile of the team. But if you are going to bet on anyone, bet on the man who has done it over and over and over again. For 8 seasons now, Salah has been an absolute top-class, world-class footballer. He is one of the Premier League's all-time greats. He's one of the biggest legends in the Liverpool history books. On the same shelf as Kenny Dalglish and Steven Gerrard in my eyes. And Salah prides himself on making extraordinary the normal. Public service announcement, Melissa Reddy also said, no offer doesn't mean no negotiations. A formal offer is only generally made when terms have been agreed. Salah wants to stay, Liverpool want to keep him, but there is some compromising to do from both sides. And now I can reveal to you guys, through Graham Bailey, another established journalist, why Liverpool haven't offered Mo Salah a new contract yet. And I'm talking about a written, formal offer on the table, because verbal offers don't cut it anymore. Mo Salah wants a written offer on the table, something that he is willing to accept. And the reason for the no formal offer so far is that Liverpool have a number of issues that need resolving between themselves and Mo Salah before a potential new contract can be agreed. And talks have been ongoing over the last few months. Liverpool looked to accelerate those over the international breaks. However, despite talks taking place, major hurdles remain, and those have meant that Liverpool were not even in a position to put a contract offer on the table for Mo Salah, which I think is unacceptable. If you have major stumbling blocks, can come to a compromise, but you cannot let this rumble on because it distracts from the main focus, which should be the football on the pitch. Players shouldn't be distracted by contract talks when we are in the middle of the title challenge. This literally can derail Liverpool's season. It's that serious. It can disrupt the title challenge because Arsenal are faltering, Man City are faltering. Both Arsenal and Man City have their worst seasons or worst start to the season for many years. So this is a glorious opportunity for Liverpool. Why would you derail and distract Liverpool from the title challenge and the challenge to win the Champions League by these contract talks? One of the main issues over a new deal for Salah would be the length of contract on offer. Both Liverpool and Salah are aware they are not close to an agreement over this point, and is one of the reasons why Liverpool have yet to make an official offer. And I cannot accept this. Yes, Salah turns 33 years old in the summer. Even if he wants a 3-year contract, let's say, give him that. Because if he has a sharp decline in one season, like let's say the worst case scenario, next season Salah has a sharp decline after you give him a 3-year contract, you can sell him to Saudi Arabia for £100 million when he still has 2 years left on his contract. Same scenario 1 year later, if Salah has a sharp decline, you can literally sell him for a huge amount of money to Saudi Arabia, because they are crazy over there. They are throwing money at everything and everybody, so you can still make a massive profit on Mo Salah on top of giving him a long contract, so that benefits Liverpool as well. It's not like the Aubameyang scenario where Aubameyang was banging the goals for Arsenal. Arsenal gave him a huge 350k contract on 2 or 3 years, and then he actually stopped caring, stopped playing, stopped being a professional, which I cannot see Salah do the same. And Arsenal couldn't get rid of him because of his huge wages. Salah's profile in the Middle East is so huge that you can offload him to Saudi Arabia at any point in his career, even when he's 37 years old. You can offload him to Saudi Arabia. They would love to take him because Salah is literally one of the most famous sports personalities, not just in the Middle East, but in the world, but in the Muslim world, in the Middle Eastern world. He is absolutely an icon, a legend, a lot more respected and adored than maybe in England, maybe in Europe. So you can literally sell him at any point. That's why I don't get this, that Liverpool are hesitating offering Salah a 3-year contract. If he wants 4 years, that's again, I can see Liverpool maybe hesitating on that. that's a little bit too long. But again, same scenario. Give him a 4-year contract, and if he declines in 2 years, just sell him. No problem. Saudi Arabia will take Mo Salah gladly in 2 or 3 years if he declines. But if he doesn't, you have the best player in the world for the next 2, 3, 4 years, however long of a contract you agree. Can you imagine if Salah becomes a free agent at another club? FSG and Liverpool would be all over him at this stage, even at his current wages. So I cannot see Liverpool. I cannot see why Liverpool are hesitating so much. Another stumbling block could be maybe his wages, but again, he's worth it. Even if he asks for £400,000 a week, he's worth it. If he asks for £500,000, then I can see Liverpool maybe want to negotiate that down to 400, 420. But Graham Bailey says Salah wants a 3-year deal, ideally, or 2 years with an option that could be triggered for another year, so the 3rd year, if he plays a lot of games, if he scores a lot of goals. So, but given Salah is one of the largest earners in the Premier League and he's the highest paid player in Liverpool, the length of contract is a concern for FSG. I will absolutely hate the guts of FSG, and I will make so many videos protesting against them and trying to get them out of Liverpool Football Club if they don't extend the contract of Mo Salah, because that is literally unacceptable. It would be over for Liverpool in the title race if we lose Mo Salah. He's that big of a player. He is Liverpool's talisman. He is the MVP. It's like losing your best player, your biggest goal scorer. Everything goes through Salah at the moment in the attacking department, and if you lose Salah, I'm sorry, you are not challenging for the title next season. Only if you can challenge with 85 points. What FSG would like is for Salah to stay, and they have made that clear to him and his people, but they are naturally concerned about any potential fall off in form from Salah given his age, despite the fact that this season he looks back to his best. He's better than ever before. Salah joined Liverpool when he was, 26 years old, I think? And he's doing better than even in his first season, where he had 44 goals, I think, and 12 assists. His contribution has been absolutely spectacular. The main concern is the length of contract, but Graham Bailey reports that there are other issues too between Salah and Liverpool that need to be resolved, need to be sorted, and all that means, as it stands, a new deal is not close to being agreed. I knew that this was a very hard negotiation because I knew Salah wanted a long contract, he wanted big wages, but for it to literally drag on until December is very, very disappointing, very upsetting. It's frankly heartbreaking how Liverpool are treating one of their biggest legends. Because it's not like when Steven Gerrard had an expiring contract, that Steven Gerrard's legs had been gone, he hasn't been contributing as much to the team. I still would have extended Gerrard's contract by maybe 1 year, but Salah is literally the best player in the league, not just on the Liverpool, but in the whole league when he's expiring his contract. So that's why I cannot accept any scenario, any excuse whatsoever from FSG not to extend Mo Salah's contract. I don't care how you need to make it work. Sell some fringe players, sell some young players. We already sold a bunch of players in the summer, making 40 or 50 million pounds profit. Use that money to extend Mo Salah's contract. He deserves it and it's worth it. I told you, you can be sure he can be sold any summer to Saudi Arabia if he has a dramatic fall off. But I don't think Salah will have a dramatic fall off anytime soon. As there is no reason why Salah cannot do what Cristiano Ronaldo is doing. Cristiano Ronaldo, at the age of 39, is still one of Portugal's best strikers, scoring bicycle kick goals and scoring all kinds of goals. And he got 50 goals, I think, or something like that, 50 goals in Saudi Arabia last season. I'm not saying he would be good enough in the Premier League, definitely not, because he wouldn't handle the intensity. But Salah as a playmaker would be brilliant. Like Messi, when he lost a little yard of pace, his playmaking attributes are still absolutely amazing. And Salah, of course, is not as good as Messi, but he's close to that level. After Ronaldo and Messi, I think Salah is the best player right now in the world, alongside Mbappe and maybe Erling Haaland and maybe Vinicius Junior. But I think Salah definitely deserves a new contract. Put this scenario forward. If Man City had Salah on their team and he had a contract expiring, they would already extended his contract. Man United, Chelsea, Arsenal, Tottenham. Maybe at Tottenham, Salah would leave because he wants to win trophies, but at every single other club, they would have extended his contract a long time ago. So what are Liverpool waiting for? It's an absolute no-brainer to keep Salah for another at least 3 years. Give him a 2-year contract with maybe incentives that can be triggered with goals and assists and team performance and individual games, that there could be an option to be triggered for a 3rd year. Liverpool absolutely cannot afford to lose Salah when he is the best player in the world, when he is the best player at Liverpool, when he is the most important player at Liverpool. I will put my neck on the line and say that. And he's not just another player, he's a legend at Anfield. His goals, his assists, his commitment, his drive, he has driven this club to unimaginable heights over the years. It's not a coincidence that Liverpool started winning trophies regularly when Salah joined the team, because he elevated Liverpool to another level. And many fans are calling FSG out on this, and Liverpool Football Club out on this, because this feels like a betrayal of everything Salah has done. Arne has been fantastic in keeping the Liverpool squad competitive, but the Liverpool board's lack of urgency here is worrying and glaring, and it's frankly a disgrace. It's unacceptable. How can they allow a player of Salah's caliber to feel this way, that he's disappointed in Liverpool? It's unacceptable for a team chasing trophies to gamble with their top scorer's future. And fans deserve transparency. Tell us what is going on, because for months we haven't heard anything from Liverpool's side. If the club is planning for a future without Salah, they must communicate that clearly. But let's not forget, there are no guarantees of finding a replacement who can even come close to Salah's impact. Losing him would be a massive step back. Liverpool must act now, tie Salah down with a contract that reflects his contribution, his importance, or they risk alienating not only Salah, but also the fans who see him as irreplaceable. This is more than just business. The football club like Liverpool FC shouldn't be run like a business where you are just looking at what makes sense on a financial spreadsheet. It's about loyalty, respect, and maintaining the standards that make Liverpool great. And when you have a legend as big as Salah, you give him a new contract. And this is beyond frustrating for Liverpool fans, because Salah has carried this team on his back for years, giving us moments of magic and the trophy cabinet to match. Now the club is fiddling their fingers over this. This uncertainty hinders Liverpool's title challenge. It's downright careless from Liverpool Football Club. And yes, Arne has been doing a great job keeping Liverpool competitive. Without Salah, what's the plan? Replacing a player of his quality is not just difficult, it's near impossible. What message also does this send to the squad? Liverpool don't want to win things if they don't extend Salah's contract. That's the message that it sends. That Liverpool don't care about trophies, Liverpool don't care about winning. If Liverpool's hierarchy can't lock down their best player, what hope is there for anyone else? Trent will see this and say, I'm off to Real Madrid. Virgil van Dijk will see this and say, I'm off to Saudi Arabia. If Liverpool don't extend this contract of Salah, then they don't have as good a chance of winning trophies. Why would they stick around? And then Liverpool will be back to fighting for the top 4 before we know it, because Arne is not a miracle worker, even though he's a brilliant manager. If Liverpool lose Salah, Trent and Van Dijk, then Liverpool will be not a title challenging team. That's not rocket science to work that out. And losing Salah is not just losing player, it's losing a legend, losing your best player, losing the best player in the world right now. That's my feelings. Let me know what is yours in the comments below. Thanks for watching, guys. Hope you enjoyed this. Have a nice day. See you later. Goodbye.